An interesting story about Ivanka Trump, who's Donald Trump's daughter. And this is going to be very important, and I'm going to explain to you guys why. But here's what they say. They say Ivanka Trump pays sweatshop workers near minimum wage for 57-hour work weeks. Says the author of the upcoming book, Women Who Work, will have to answer for how she treats the women who work for her. The Washington Post reports that inspectors with the Fair Labor Association found dozens of violations of international labor standards during an audit of a factory in China owned by the G-III Apparel Group, which owns the rights to manufacture and distribute Ivanka's fashion line. The newspaper noted the timing of the inspector's report comes as the president's daughter has sought to cast herself as both a champion of workplace issues and a defender of her father's, quote, buy American, hire American agenda. So that's what's important here, okay? But there's two things that are important here, really, too. So they say today's report includes violations of overtime limits, workplace safety concerns, and required 57-hour work weeks for near Chinese minimum wage. So here, there's two things to break down here, okay? First of all, just the massive inhumanity of this, right? 57-hour work weeks. I would like to see the work week go down from 40, man. I mean, life being just 9 to 5 every day, how do you not explode? Like, dude, that's ridiculous. But anyways, there's that, right? The 57-hour work week is just bonkers, right? Near Chinese minimum wage, that's probably like sky low, or floor low, I should say, not sky low. You got floor low minimum wage. You got overtime violations. So what I'm assuming they mean is that people are working over hours because they're forced to, not because they want to, and they don't make anything for it. So the second part of this is that this idea that, oh, Trump's a protectionist and he's going to make sure that you buy American and he's going to protect the small businesses now and make sure that the jobs don't get, not small businesses, sorry, but that the factory jobs and shit doesn't get outsourced. This is a literal example of his own fucking daughter outsourcing, I'm going to guess, thousands of jobs to China, where she's committing massive security violations, which can lead to the death and, mal health of many people. Overtime, overtime violations, 57-hour work weeks, shitty Chinese minimum wage. I mean, how can you go on to just be like, your whole campaign is, oh, I'm going to bring the jobs back or whatever, but your own daughter does not even have her jobs here? How could you possibly do that? This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen, and this just goes to prove that they don't give a shit about those factory jobs. They just want to make money. And what they recently did was they rebranded it, from what my understanding, and they just sold it like that. So the evasions and things that they're doing is really shady. She can't do certain jobs in the White House because of her ties and all that stuff. Not ties like this, but like metaphoric ties. But again, I just wanted to further the point that I've always had, that Trump doesn't give a shit about your job, your factory job. All he cares about is lining his pockets, playing golf, and blocking Muslims from coming in, and taking away federal funding from cities that are sanctuary cities or states that are sanctuary states. What's up, guys? It's Saul Hill here. You guys are watching The Progressive Voice. Make sure you guys click subscribe down below. We're fighting Donald Trump tooth and nail, and we need your help.